We are live right now in a post-game test for Saturday's game, LSU versus Florida. So we're just doing a little test here. I need you guys to comment. All right, people in here. See, y'all ain't doing nothing at work today. I knew it. All of you in this show right now, y'all are not doing anything. Comment on the show. You know what it is. We're going to talk a little bit about LSU basketball last night and just see how this goes. We're going to test it out. We are here from Service Hawk Digital Media. You can soar above the competition with Service Hawk Digital if you need expert marketing. Look, all the ladies in here right now, they are working their asses off. They are grinding for your business. Lee, Justin, they were listening to the Backstreet Boys earlier. I don't know what they're really doing. But expert marketing for HVAC, electrical, and generator pros, get them today. Look, man, I know about digital growth. That's how we've grown this business. And they are experts at what they do. Get over to Service Hawk Digital Media today. Let them know. Just give them a call. You got a business. You need growth in your business. Call them. Tell them Blake sent you on by. Look at these comments pouring in. Goat says, whoa, yes. New little setup here. I told you guys you need to be over on YouTube. Tyler says, not doing a damn thing at work. I know you're not doing a damn thing at work. You sons of bitches are out here not doing a damn thing at work on a Friday. I know. Dion says, nice setup. Yeah, it is nice. You like that digital picture frame right there? We need to get some sponsors up there. You own a business. You need to get over to Service Hawk Digital. I know you people have money. I saw the bass boat that y'all bought last month. Inflation going down. I saw the bass boat that y'all bought. So you own a business. You need to get over to Service Hawk. I have these glasses on. It's really bothering me. I can't really tell y'all's comments right here. Brady says it's working good on my end. LOL. Thank you for letting us. I'm going to let y'all call in too. We can do a call-in show right now from Service Hawk Digital. Look, speak of the devil. I don't know if this is Lee or Justin. They said, sounds good. Love the glasses. See, we're in style. See, I try to get Allie up here, who works here at Service Hawk. She won't even do it. I see y'all. Look at her blushing. Look at her blushing. She's blushing right now. We're live on the air, Allie. There's nothing you can do about it. Millions and millions of people are watching us right now, Allie. You going to come on set? I'm going to loud cap you. She's laughing. She's blushing. Okay. Josh says the big timer right here. I don't know if we're big time. We act like we're big time. I mean, look at these shoes. I mean, these shoes cost me $27 at Costco. Okay. I don't know if I'm big time. I'm definitely in dad mode right now, guys. All right. Let's get to it. Go Tiger says Lil Wayne in the background. Yes, it is. We are doing the postgame show for LSU Florida here at Service Hawk Digital. So it's going to be fun. We're going to be in the studio watching games down here in downtown Hammond, Louisiana, baby. Let's let it happen. All right, but let me do this because I don't want to be a complete asshole. LSU basketball did take on Kansas State last night. They did win 76-65 in a really good matchup. Look, man, the Matt McMahon era has officially begun. As we've talked about LSU basketball since the Will Wade saga and Will Wade just peeing down his leg, this is really a year two form of LSU basketball and Matt McMahon. Cam Carter went off last night. His old team, he went off last night, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. I thought that Sears, by the way, Jordan Sears last night went off. I mean, look, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 15 points. That was incredible. I thought that he did so many incredible things last night. The 2 rebounds when LSU was up 10, the offensive board that he got was massive. But then Corey Chest, the young man from right here in the state of Louisiana, got 13 rebounds. Matt McMahon said earlier in the year that Corey Chest was arguably one of the best rebounders that he's ever coached. So last night he showed that. Victorious Miller, which, by the way, what was my parents doing when they named us, or at least me, okay? This kid's name's Victorious. Victorious. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm going to call my mom at the end of the show and be like, why did you call me Blake? That is the most generic white dude name In the early 90s, 1990, shout out. In the early 90s, this kid's named Victorious. 15 points, shot 2 of 3 from behind the three-point arc. If I'm not mistaken, no, I am mistaken. He had a big night last night, though. 6'5" guard went off last night, 20 years old. How about that? Givens did come in, didn't get any points, but did have 3 big assists. The one that he had on that pick and roll at the end of the first half was really big. So I loved seeing this basketball team last night, 76-65, have a really, really big night. The minutes really did not shift. Bailey had 35 of the 40. Carter was 34-40. And Sears played 33 big minutes out of the 40. But you did get a lot of production from your bench, man. Corey Chest, Collins had 12 big points and 3 big boards. And then Miller had 21 minutes and 15 points. So shout out to Matt McMahon, man. It's fun when you have an up-and-coming team, an up-and-coming rising team, you know what I mean, where you're not really expecting much, and then they go out there and they dominate somebody for four quarters, for 2 halves. I always felt like that game was pretty much in lockstep, and I thought Matt called it an excellent game, an absolutely excellent game. The way that they move the ball, they are so good at moving the ball around. They play selfless and non-selfish basketball. I mean, the assists last night, guys, were incredible. Reed had 3. Miller had 1. Bailey had 3. Sears had 5. Carter had 2. Very unselfish. By the way, Givens, the point guard, came off the bench and had 3, and Miller had 2. Guys, you literally, last night, I don't know if I went to public school, so my math might be off here, but you had 3, 6, 1, 7, 8, 9, 14, because the 5 from Sears, 16, 17, 20 assists last night. 20 assists last night. That's absolutely dominant when Matt McMahon's team didn't hardly get any last year and were really chaotic. Let's get to a couple comments. I'm going to take a couple of phone calls here in just a minute too, so that we make sure that we're good here for the post game. Adam says, Blake, you got to bring back the lemon peppa steppas. Yeah. Now that I'm out here in these people's streets, I gotta make sure that I got a little style on me, like that's why the glasses are here. $7, Costco again. Costco's really outside the shirt. Who's from our good friends over at Home Field Apparel. You can go over there and use that promo code Rufino Joe, get 15% off. But everything's pretty much from Costco. The socks, the shoes. Maybe I don't even know where my wife got my wedding ring. Maybe that's from Costco too. What do I know? It's not. Don't tell her I said that. Don't tell her I said that. All right. Don Juan. Yeah, says, and he's got a top 6 class in 2025. Yeah, he's got the 4th overall class in recruiting. The 4th overall class in recruiting. I don't know if this is Justin or Lee, but one of them, Service Hawk Digital Marketing, say you need to go over there, subscribe to them right here. Click their name right here, subscribe to their channel. But they say, agree, why didn't my parents give me a good name like Major Burns? Oh, see, look at them. This has got to be Justin. This 100% has got to be Justin. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if any kid in the country is going to be named Major after this year. I just don't think it's possible. But yeah, Service Hawk Digital is where we're at. It's good. It's a good comment right there. It's a really, really good comment right there. We were going to, if our daughter, here's a good one. Did y'all know that if our daughter was going to, because we didn't find out. So me and my wife on our 2 kids, we did not find out what we were having. So when delivery day came, or birthday day came for them, we did not know what we were having. So obviously, y'all, we had been, but then, bye week, Alabama, LSU, my daughter, Jewel, was like, you know what? I got to come. It's during the bye week. I don't want my dad stressing during Bama week. She comes a week early. But did y'all know that if she was going to be a boy, we were going to name her after Joe Burrow? Yep. Sure were. That's how you know you're a fan. Now, it took a lot of convincing. I had to buy Megan some diamonds. Had to buy her some diamonds. Alex says, hey, Blake, watching from work, tuning in from Corpus Christi, Texas, originally from the 318-3-1 Great. Good to have you in here, Alex. Good to have you in here. All right. I need y'all to do me a favor. Adam says, with the stunner shades on. I'm trying to be like Lil Wayne in the photo. Ladies, do I look like Lil Wayne? I can give you the smile here. You know, do we look the exact same? Some people said that we look like twins. I can't rap like him, but maybe I can try. All right. I need y'all to do me a favor before we get out of here. We're not going to stay long. Again, we are going to be doing the post game from here. I think it's going to go well. The stream has gone well for at least about 13 minutes here. Call into the show really quickly. Walk outside, take a break. 225-435-9387. Take a break from work right now. Call into the show. Get on the live stream. Millions and millions of people are watching. Not really. All right. I need y'all to do me that favor. Call into the show. And we need to make sure that we have this good to go. I think that we do. But just in case. Just in case. 225-435-9387 is the phone number to call. All right. Looks like we got Dane Bergeron calling in. Let's get to Dane. You're on the phone with Blake Ruffino. This is the AYS pre-test post-game show phone call. Dane, good morning. Good sir. How are you?
Oh, good morning, Blake. Man, why are you ragging on my bass boat, man?
Well, I'm not trying to rag on your bass boat, but I mean, but Dane, see, here's the thing. I know that you have money, and I know that you need to be over at Service Hawk Digital Media. Or do you agree or do you disagree?
I agree. That's
okay.
What
then what do you do? So you can go buy a $75,000 boat, but you can't come over here to Service Hawk Digital and tell them what the business is?
It was 95, Blake.
Oh, $95,000 for a boat. How much money do you have?
Oh man, not enough, man.
Well, can you send me a super chat every day? I'm poor.
I have been. I don't know, man. I think you're taking me for granted, Blake. You just don't appreciate me anymore. I try to.
You sound like my wife. All right, Dane, did you watch the basketball game last night?
No, I didn't. I was watching Jake Daniels last night.
Dang, what were you doing last night?
I was watching Jaden play against Philadelphia.
Yeah. See, you gotta be watching Jaden on the big screen, and you gotta be watching men's basketball like on your iPad or something, Dane. I mean, if you got $95,000 for a bass boat, I know you got money for multiple TVs over here.
Hey, I'm going to be in your area tomorrow. I'm going to be shooting in a charity tournament fundraiser for the victims up there in North Carolina, up there at Covey Rise.
Y'all going to shoot skeet?
Yeah.
What kind of shotgun you use? A Benelli?
No, hell no.
Why don't you use Benelli? You don't like the Italians? What is Italians to you, Dane?
Blake, Beretta's Italian. I don't like Benelli because they flare too much.
They do.
And I had shoulder surgery, remember? Benelli softer kicking. So
are you gonna buy me a shotgun? Are you gonna buy me a shotgun for Christmas?
I don't know, man. Let me see. Maybe Santa will bring you one.
I hear you, Dane. All right. Well, look, man. Good luck this weekend. I hope y'all have fun in that event. What's the event again?
It's a charity fundraiser at Covey Rise Gun Club.
Out there in LaRonja.
LSU boy Alan Famica is going to be there along with some of the others. He's a member out there. So we're raising money for the victims of the floods up in North Carolina.
That's awesome, Dane. Yeah, the Covey Rise is a nice place, man. It's a really nice place. So I might have to make my way out there after the game.
Well, hey, come on out. Listen, I'd like to invite you to come out there and shoot sometime, Blake.
Hey, man, I'm down. Just let me know when. All right, I appreciate the phone call, Dane. Thank you, buddy.
All right, take care.
All right, peace. All right, I need a couple more of you to call in here. I need a couple more of you to call in here. 225-435-9387. 225-435-9387 is the phone number. We'll take one more phone call, and then we'll get out of here, and then We will be here for the post game. By the way, Tommy's Tommy's Pizza, one of the best pizza places in the world, is downstairs. And y'all know I've been doing this carnivore diet, 75 pounds down. You know, this is going to be bad for my health. This is going to be very, very bad for my health. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. I need one of y'all to call in. Do it. Do it. Don't let your boss tell you what to do. Do not let your boss tell you what to do. Because that one with Dane was a little broken up. I want to make sure that we got it here. All right. I might get somebody to call in. Let me see. This is bad. This is bad podcasting right here. You shouldn't ever be silent. Can you do me a favor? Uh-oh. I missed somebody's phone call. All right, I'm going to get Chris to call in here. I don't know who that was just calling in. Let me try to figure that out. I hope that wasn't Justin or Lee. I hope that wasn't. I hope I didn't just miss their phone call. All right, you're on the phone with Blake Ruffino. This is the post game, or this is the test post game. Who do we have the pleasure of talking to?
Blake, what's going on, man? It's
Hello, Chris. How are you? Uh-oh. We're having issues here. Hold on. I'm glad we're doing this because now we're having issues. All right, hold on. All right. Let's do this one more time. The first call went good. The second one did not. All right, I think I got you now, Chris.
what's up, man? At first I thought you were upset with me because I said I was going to Athens and not Baton Rouge this weekend, but then I had to remind myself LSU doesn't play a home game this weekend, so that couldn't have been the case. So.
Yeah, they don't play. But see, here's the thing. Can I tell you something? Chris Phillips, SEC Unfiltered, joining us. So we're doing a post game from the Service Hog Media Studio. So we're doing a little test run here to see how things go. Chris, I got to say this on public airways. I'm pretty mad at you right now.
Go ahead, give it to me.
You completely betrayed the people of the great state of Louisiana. Number one, you didn't get the governor to stop the foolishness of bringing in a live tiger. That's number one. But then number two, we needed you last weekend to beat Alabama. Did you see how bad that game went?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I witnessed it. Yeah. I don't know what happened, man. I guess when I came to Baton Rouge, I took all the voodoo with me when I came out. It was funny. I actually had Ole Miss fans thanking me, Blake, because they were like, "Hey, we fell victim to your hand in Baton Rouge, so it was only right that you came to Oxford and returned the favor." So
Chris,
they were actually pretty grateful for that.
How was your time in Oxford?
Oh, it was a blast, man. It was electric. The people there were great. I feel like a broken record, and I say a lot of the same things every single weekend, but it really is true, man. Like, everybody's been so welcoming and accommodating, and you can see that too in like the weekly vlogs that we drop documenting the trips. Everybody's so supportive and sharing the content.
Yes.
I just try to give a really in-depth look at POV. You are a fan at one of these games, and I know it's from obviously the neutral perspective, but really to give people an idea of what a weekend would be like at some of these SEC football venues. And yeah, the people were great, man. Oxford's really the best way I could describe it, like it's a sweet, quaint little college town. Like it's just like it's you feel like you're in a college town in like the early 1900s. I mean, the square is exactly that. Looks like it probably hasn't changed in over 100 years.
Yes.
And then the Grove's incredible. The tailgating scene was awesome. I don't know how you fit so many tents in such a small space. And then the game itself,
That's
listen,
what she said.
Vaught-Hemingway is not the biggest stadium in the SEC. It's obvious. I mean, when you go to places like LSU and Tennessee and others, it's, you go to a place like Vaught and they set an attendance record, Blake, with just over 68,000 people in there, just to give you an idea.
So
right?
half of what LSU
not,
can bring in.
Right, exactly. But
it
did get loud. It was a raucous environment. It was a really fun environment, and Ole Miss fans were into it, obviously. And when you have a game like that, it kind of speaks for itself. So, and they got a heck of a football team. So, yeah, it was a blast, man, start to finish. Had a great time, and definitely looking forward to getting back, man. I walked by Swayze on my way in, and so, I'm a big baseball guy, so would love to get out there. Really weird alcohol rules, by the way. And which I'm sure you know this, Blake. I didn't know this. I've always known it as Lafayette. And in Ole Miss, I'm sure you knew Oxford is in Lafayette County. It's spelled exactly the same, but they pronounce it Lafayette County.
Yeah,
it's not Lafayette County.
That's how communists pronounce it.
Yeah, they just I guess they want to be different. It's Lafayette County. And then even our buddy Dave, who used to work in Oxford or whatever, was telling me that I think they recently changed this, but man, their alcohol rules with the city, and you used to not be able to buy cold beer from the gas station in Lafayette County. It had to be hot beer. Like they've got certain rules. Like technically in the Grove, you're not supposed to bring beer in. It's only supposed to be liquor and wine. Now people don't obey this, right?
But you can bring in hard liquor, but you can't bring in beer. What's the difference?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. So there's some really interesting, like, drinking laws. And, in the back of my mind, I'm like, Louisiana would never. If there's one thing Louisiana.
God heavens, no. You can't get in if you don't bring in alcohol. And so, Chris, which leads me, because we're about to get out of here, but I thank you for the favor of calling in. I got to ask you the number one question that the millions and millions of people watching this right now are wondering. Of the trips that you've been on, who is the favorite?
LSU's been the best. I mean, it is.
No.
It's
was it because it started on Friday and that you met one of the best human beings to ever walk the face of the planet and he took you out to eat and that's where it started? Or he did, man. It's funny. I think you might recall, Blake, the weekend actually started on Thursday. I got into Baton Rouge on Thursday and went to – because remember, I went to Ben 77 on Thursday night. And that was when I went with my sister. In New Orleans.
Yeah, I was fancy on Thursday, man. We had a great time. Then obviously, linked up with the man, the myth, the legend, Blake Ruffino. Got the Undewey Uncrusty, which I still dream about to this day.
You should. So, I'm thinking about it right now. Actually, when I get off with you, I'm about to go over there and get me one.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's going to be the first place I go when I get back. But what I realized, Blake, more than anything from that trip, so many great takeaways, and I will not shy away from the fact that when the tour ends, I feel pretty confidently in saying that LSU was the trip that stood out above the rest. All of them been great, but LSU is just different. But probably the thing I learned most.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say the thing I learned most, Blake, that a trip to Baton Rouge and a trip to Louisiana, the game is great. The tailgating is awesome. It's about the food, though, Blake. I need to go back and be there for like a week. There's so many things I didn't have.
Like you didn't have gumbo.
I didn't have gumbo. I didn't have, red beans, I think, or something like that? Or,
you didn't have – buddy.
I didn't have so much.
Well, and
there was so much I didn't have.
Did you have beignets?
I did have a beignet, yes. And I had boudin balls. I had some grilled alligator. So because I went to Chimes. I went to Chimes Friday for lunch.
Oh yeah, that's right. And you
Times
had
is fantastic,
etouffee.
but there's so much I didn't have. So.
Well, you had etouffee with the andouille uncrusted. Did you eat any jambalaya?
Yeah. We did at the tailgate. Yeah, it's pretty darn good too. We did at the tailgate. Yeah.
Chris Phillips, SEC Unfiltered. Chris, before I get you out of here, tell everybody where they can catch all your stuff. And by the way, Dave Shoemake continues. Your man continues to talk crap about LSU, man. I can't take it no more. Excuse me.
Yeah, Dave, it's fading Matt McMahon and the Hardwood Tigers for whatever reason. I'm going to have to talk to Dave about that. He's starting to create a bad image that SEC Unfiltered got something against LSU, which couldn't be further from the truth. We'll have to fix Dave on that. We'll have to course correct Dave. Something's going on with Dave.
We need to get
what's up.
This is how I know what we got to do to fix his mindset. You ready? He's got to go to get some andouille uncrusted. He'll never say another negative word about Baton Rouge.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll get Dave on the straight and narrow. Although he did pick LSU this weekend in the Swamp, so for what it's worth. But yeah, man, Blake, it's always a pleasure, bro. I love the new studio setup. By the way, the shades look great on you, so keep them going.
You checking it out? See, I'm trying to be like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You know, like that's.
I see him right behind you. I do.
Yeah, that's the goal right here. You know, like Weezy and baby. I can't sound like him, but I can try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Lil Wayne's the second coolest guy in that room. But yeah, we're at SEC Unfiltered, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere you find AYS, find Blake's work. You can find our work, YouTube, podcast, our website, secunfiltered.com. And like I said, we're headed to Athens, Georgia this weekend for Georgia, Tennessee, man. So the vlog should be electric once again. And like I said, man, it won't top LSU. Don't tell anybody I said that, but it won't. We know it won't.
Well,
okay.
Here's the thing. What's the over-under that someone barks at you this weekend?
I don't know if they're going to bark at me. Well, correction. They will bark at me because they're going to bark at the camera. And I'd be disappointed if they didn't. Like that should be a pretty big feature of the video content we get. So they may not bark directly at me, but they're going to bark at the camera. There's no doubt. So, I mean, listen, I experienced a little bit of that in Jacksonville for the cocktail party. You just haven't experienced SEC football until you've experienced Dogs fans barking, grown men barking. It's quite a sight to behold. So
I've never been more intrigued on watching a video to see if another grown man gets barked at in my life.
It's gonna happen, Blake. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. So just buckle up.
All right, Chris Phillips, SEC Unfiltered. Hey, thank you for helping me out here. I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, dude, Blake, you're the man. You're a legend. Appreciate everybody tuned in.
Later, buddy. Peace.
Later.
All right, that's Chris Phillips, SEC Unfiltered. All right, we're going to get out of here. We just wanted to test it. Our good buddy Ryan, praying for you, my guy. He says, look at Wheezy and Slim Rufino in them shades. Yeah, I might do the whole post game in these shades. All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all have a good day. Peace.